Hey guys, what's up? So today's my first video. I'm going to be doing a look with the Morphe 25B palette. I'm starting off by priming with the Mario Badescu Rosewater Spray. And next I'm taking my Makeup Revolution Concealer. It's a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just applying that into my T-zone and blending this out with a Real Techniques foundation brush. I apply it twice, and I don't usually like using foundation because I don't like how it looks on my skin. And I'm just continuing to blend that out. And next I'm going to be setting my face with the Coty Airspun Translucent Powder, and I'm using a big fluffy brush to set that and dab it all over my face. Next, I'm using a smaller powder brush, and I'm going to be setting my under eyes, my forehead, my chin, and my nose, where I mainly get oily throughout the day. And next is my eyebrows, and I'm using the Urban Decay Brow Box in the lightest shade. And first I like to take a spoolie and brush my brow hairs out just to make sure they're not clumped together or anything. Then I'm just using a Morphe angled brush and filling them in. I start with the end of my brows, and then I like to fill in the front. Next I'm using brow setting gel. I forgot who it's by, I'm sorry. But I'm just going to set my brows evenly with that so they stay in place. Next I'm taking my Makeup Revolution concealer again, and I'm just priming my eyelids for the eyeshadow, and I'm taking my finger and just using it to rub the concealer in. So I'm using the 25B palette by Morphe, and first I'm taking this middle light shade just to go all over my eyelid, and I'm using a Real Techniques brush to apply that. Up next, I'm taking a big fluffy Morphe crease brush and using this burnt dark orange shade, and I'm going to be focusing this color on my upper crease using windshield wiper motions on both of my eyelids, taking my time making sure everything is blended out, and I'm using this as my transition shade. Up next, I'm using the color under it that's slightly darker, and I'm going to be using the same Morphe brush and focusing this just a little lower, almost as I'm creating sort of a ombre effect. And I'm doing this for both of my eyes. Next, I'm going to be taking a dark brown shade on a small crease brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to be focusing this on my outer V and lower crease, so all three of these colors kind of blend together and transition smoothly from one another. I'm using this champagne sparkle color, and I'm applying it with my finger, but to make sure it's very opaque and bright, I'm spraying my finger with the Mario Badescu Rosewater Spray, and I'm just going to be gently patting this on both of my eyelids. So the next thing I'm doing is taking a dense brush, and I'm using the first dark burnt orange shade we used, and I'm applying that to my lower lash line, connecting the upper shades in this lower shade for both my eyes. Up next, I'm going to be using mascara, and I'm using the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. It's a great mascara, and I really like it because it gives my lashes a lot of volume and length, and it's also a dupe for Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. So I'm just evenly coating my eyelashes. I put on 2 coats. And up next, I'm going to be using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer with this angled brush from Morphe again. I'm focusing this on the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, my forehead, and my chin, almost as I'm creating a 3 shape on the side of my head, if that makes sense. And to make sure everything's blended, I'm using the big powder brush from the beginning of the video to blend everything out. Next, I'm taking this Pacifica Blush Duo, and I'm using the corally orange shade, and I'm using another Morphe brush. I'm using the brush and making backwards motions, making sure everything's blended. And next, I'm using my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls, and yes, it looks disgusting. I accidentally broke the lid to it, so that's why it kind of looks like a mess. But I'm using a fan brush, applying it to the highest points of my cheeks and onto my nose and my Cupid's bow. So for lipstick, I'm using a matte liquid lipstick by Wet n Wild in Nudist Peach. I really like the Wet n Wild lipsticks. They're not drying very much, and their brush almost conforms to your lips, which I really like. So that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this look, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.